Hey Pisces, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and today I'm very thrilled to be here with you all and do a reading for you. Today we're going to be asking Spirit for the information and the specifics on anything that you're not aware about but that could have an influence on you. Okay, so Spirit, what is Pisces not aware of that Pisces could benefit from being aware of at this time? As I go ahead and shuffle the cards, I invite you guys to place your booking if it resonates with you for your 2023 personalized forecast reading, in which I create a breakdown of every month of 2023 for you, not for the Pisces collective, but for you specifically as an individual. And we go through everything in that reading, letting you know what to expect, what's the best advice, what to avoid, what points of the year, yada, yada, yada. You know, like the whole breakdown is going to bring so much information. So if that is something that you would like and it resonates with you, feel free to click on the link in the description box below and make your booking. I would love to share that with you. All right, so to begin this reading, we have here, wow, the Four of Wands. So this is beautiful. I'm going to kind of like set the whole reading first, and then I'm going to move on to the messages. So just give me a second, be patient with me. Alright, so to begin, I'm starting to see a lot of very stable, loving, beautiful, and comfortable energy here, okay? There is a celebration, there is a very harmonious home situation here with you and for you. With the Four of Wands, which is beautifully illustrated in this card, look at that. We see the message of gatherings, a feeling of belonging, unity, family, friends, but you know, that kind of family and friends that you choose, not the ones that are imposed to you. I get this feeling of the family you choose being very nurturing to you at this time. So you may be, you know, connecting to the people that you know you want to have in your life, souls that you connect to, no matter the age, no matter the place, no matter the circumstances. These soul bonds that are so important are going to be very present right now. Many of you are going to be feeling super grateful to have connections like this in this lifetime, whether it is with your lover, whether it is with your sibling, or whether it is with someone you met at the most random of circumstances. You're going to be feeling very grateful for them. And they're going to be feeling incredibly grateful for you as well, Pisces. It's a very good vibe. We have here 1111, so all of this like soulmate, twin flame energy. You guys know that I don't particularly go with that label, but it's showing up very strongly here, so I'm going to say it. And I also see here that in your mind, you may be feeling a little bit scattered, okay, Pisces? Some of you are feeling like you want to do so much, but you don't know how to go about it. Maybe you have an idea, you have a desire, but you don't have a plan, right? And that may make you feel disorganized mentally, kind of like a lack of planning. So beware of not being all talk and no action, okay? Try your best to, if you say you're going to do something, make sure that you do it. You know, done is better than perfect. Try not to, you know, freeze your progress because you're trying to do things perfectly. And, you know, maybe that is delaying certain things. Some of you may be thinking about a gossip or something that you heard maybe at work, or someone said something about someone, I don't know, drama. Some of you may be focused on drama. That could be your drama, or that could be like celebrity drama, or like church drama or family drama. I don't know. But some of you are like indulging, it seems. And, you know, beware of that, because we do have the devil here as well. These toxic energies, Spirit is pretty much telling you, beware of your attachments, beware of your obsessions. Try your best to come back from this energy of the shadows, toxicity, fears, addictions, materialism, sexual lust, greed, envy. Try to move from this energy always back into your center, into this very light and beautiful energy of love. You may feel like you are being pulled out of your center by negative energies that could be in the form of all the things mentioned, you know, earlier, but also maybe a person. There could be someone here that you consider to be quite toxic, and this person enters your life and it's just like, it makes a little bit of a mess, I gotta say. Someone here, could be you. You could be thinking about a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, perhaps, or a Capricorn energy. Some of you could be feeling stressed about work, about finances, money. You may feel like you really want to live what you know to be true with this, which is this abundance, this palace that you can see here in the card. This is your nature, abundance, prosperity. And some of you are having a difficult time tapping into that. Maybe you're working through your limiting beliefs. Maybe you constantly feel like you're pulled into fear because of what the news are saying, because of what your bank account shows, because of that thing that was unexpected and now, you know, creates all these worries. It seems to be a challenge walking past this perspective of lack. And I mean, perspective of lack is not something that we subscribe to because it's fun. Usually we are worried and fearful, and therefore we agree with a lot of beliefs that are not serving us. So even though you have worries, and even though you have experienced a lot of hardship, even if right now you feel like you are being kind of at a financial loss or isolated, or you feel just in poverty in general. Maybe it's not financial, maybe it's in health or in love. Regardless of all the things that you could be feeling that agree with this energy, try your best to keep allowing Spirit to pull you back into love through affirmations, meditations, contemplation, gratitude. Because all of it can be true at the same time. You could be going through financial hardships and at the same time be very, very comfortable financially. How does that make sense? Well, let's say that you have your own place and you have all of your basic needs met. Yeah, you could be having a hard time paying for that other thing, or you may want that other thing that is super expensive and you can't pay for it, therefore you're frustrated. You may have debts. You may be in a tough financial place and at the same time be in a very comfortable financial place. I hope that makes sense. I don't know, it makes sense to me. It's like both things can be true. And therefore it's important to choose as often as we can the optimistic desires, what we want to walk into, what we want our path to look like in the future, instead of anchoring ourselves in the fearful current circumstances. Some of you have had the opportunity to recently pause and sort of like evaluate new perspectives. Some of you were forced to. Others of you chose to. The ones of you who were forced to consider new perspectives were placed in that position because maybe something that used to work isn't working anymore, and you had to think about things in a different way. Maybe you had to do something different for work. Maybe you had to figure out how to go about this or that. And it is leading you, and it has led you to abundance and prosperity. Pisces, the more you are able to adjust and adapt, the better things are going to go. Bend, don't break, is what I'm hearing. Bend, don't break. Oh, that's weird. Some kind of like weird construction noise. I hope your guys can't hear it. It just took me by surprise. Anyway, in the recent past, many of you have also been in a step. Why am I saying a step? Oh my god, I'm getting so many intuitive hits. Give me a second. I'm hearing step, 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 new step, new step, new step, new step. But I'm seeing kind of like a staircase, like a step, like some of you, did someone fall down the stairs recently? You, your family, or something like that? Someone from your family, you like step, like a false step? I'm getting now this feeling like when you're sleeping and you sort of like dream like you're in a step, and then you kind of like like fall a little, like the sense of like free fall. Wow, that was super weird. I don't know if this resonates with you guys, but definitely interesting. Be careful with steps and stairs. Be careful with businesses, places, websites that include the word step. This is so random. But just be more mindful about those for some reason. I don't know. Also in the recent past, I do see here self-sacrifice. Maybe you have put yourself always as the last priority. And maybe that is because of uncertainty of other things. And Spirit is telling you here, you're safe. And even if you're being challenged, you can also be safe at the same time. Both things are true. In the near future, we got here the Queen of Wands in the reverse, demanding energy, lack of self-worth, drama, deceit, infidelity, vengeful, anger, jealous, opposition, low confidence, selfish, temperamental. Holy fuck! Well, that was a compilation of awful things. Jeez. Let me break that down. I'm sorry, I normally don't read reversals, but I'm reading them because this particular deck is has all the keywords and stuff, and now I need to filter and see from all of this crap what I actually feel intuitively that is coming through. So give me a second as I filter. That was a bit much. So in the near future for you, what I actually see is with the Chariot next to the Queen of Wands in the reverse, I see forward movement despite a lot of self-sabotage is what I heard. I was going to say sabotage, but it's not sabotage, it's self-sabotage, okay? I see that some of you are in a process right now and will be in the near future in which you're going to be almost pushed into, almost demanded to see yourself with higher worth, to leave the drama, to be honest, to use your anger to build the new. Some of you have had very low self-esteem, low confidence, like a very almost bitter demeanor for a while, like an attitude in which maybe you were resentful because you felt like you didn't have the confidence that you want to have, or some of you may have been resentful towards others who have the confidence that you want. I think that's literally what I just said. What's going on? My brain, my mouth, everything seems to be so disconnected. Yeah, so anyway, what I was also going to say is that some people may be feeling in the near future resentful about the confidence that you have, or that they think you have. It's funny. You're being perceived by a lot of people as being the most egotistical, kind of like, I don't know, yeah, egotistical person. Some people perceive you to be so confident and so, like, grounded in a sense of confidence that is not necessarily a reflection of your reality. Some people see you that way, while at the same time, you're actually very self-conscious. So it's kind of funny, the perceptions and how they play a role here. Bottom line, you're going to be moving forward over all of these things. Okay, so if you are someone who has problems with self-esteem, don't you worry, because something will create the perfect way, reason, environment for you to take action and move towards success. The Chariot, this card came up in the previous reading I just filmed too, so that is a confirmation for me additionally. This is action, success. This is fast movement forward, willpower, control, determination, and two opposing forces working towards the same goal. So it's like you are going to have to be like this, normally it's a person, now it's a sphinx, this character, pulling, you know, these two horses, the darkness and the light, the black and the white. All of this, pulling it in a way that, you know, keeps everything moving smoothly towards the same goal. Pisces, I feel like you're going to be experiencing some success, yes, but first you need to ask yourself, why haven't you given that success, that success to yourself before? Oh my gosh, I wonder if it's the tongue piercing. I changed it recently. I feel like I can't speak. Please be patient with me, you guys. Please. I get this sense that you yourself have been holding yourself back. And it seems like the universe just wants you to create awareness of why before all of those blockages and obstacles are completely removed. It's like, okay, Pisces, we're opening this gate, like in the horse races. Every horse is in a little, you know, box thingy. And as soon as they open the thing, the horses start running full speed ahead. I'm getting the same reference. Spirit saying, like, we're going to open this thing for you. Okay? But first, just let us know that you understood your worth, that you understand that you don't need to be hidden or small or mistreated or judged, that you don't need to be disempowered. And that thing is open and you fly out, Pisces, into your success. Full speed ahead. Now, the card that is representing you right now is the Lovers in the reverse. Before I read all of the keywords, like in the last one, that just like a little much, I'm just gonna, you know, sense here the card. Yeah, some of you are being called into a higher state of being. Some of you are being called into a mission, into a purpose, into a responsibility, a new role, something that you are more than ready for, but you may be scared. And Spirit is telling you here, whatever delay is showing up, it's giving you the opportunity to gain the confidence that you want to have. Take it if it resonates. In the environment with the Eight of Wands in the reverse, there could be around you frustrations, there could be delays. It's like resisting change. People are resisting change around you. You may look around and you may see obstacles that you need to overcome. You may see kind of like a lack of clarity all around. But Spirit is telling me nothing to worry about, nothing to worry about. But kind of like the weather, right? It doesn't seem like the weather in your life right now is like super sunny. Maybe literally, physically, it is sunny. But it seems like the weather looking forward seems a little gloomy or scary. I don't know. I sense a bit of fear. I sense fear of going to where you belong, to stepping into your success. Some of you are moving into a castle, is what I just heard. So this could be a new property. You're moving into your own home, maybe. You're traveling, maybe. Someone here is achieving something they have always wanted. There's a loved one in heaven here that is supporting you with this. But there's this sense of fear of receiving what is yours. There's a lack of faith. It's so odd because I feel like some of you have this like unshakable certainty that things are going to turn out good, that you do deserve the goodness in your life, that everything is well. But then there are others of you who are kind of like feeling hopeless, like, you know, disconnected, depressed, just kind of like in complete despair. But it seems like the whole scenario here for everyone, you know, the ones that have unshakable faith and the ones that don't, seems to be the same result, that you're going to be moving past obstacles and taking action towards your success, moving forward, willpower. Now we have here hope returns. So for those of you who have been feeling hopeless at times, defeated, those of you who have been feeling quite weak, we have here moving on, self-forgiveness, hope returns, recovery, the overcoming of grief and negativity, acceptance, finding peace and contentment. So those of you who are having a hard time emotionally for whatever reason, things are going to get better, okay? Things are going to get better and you will see how things improve. If you have been, kind of like waiting and waiting and waiting for something to become better, to see the results, to see the progress, the expansion, to feel the confidence, this is coming, you guys. Please, this is coming. Don't give up. It's around the corner. And that gate is going to be open for you, and like the beautiful horse that you would be if you were a horse, you're going to fly out of that thing and win the race, okay? All right, Pisces. So this is what I have for you today. I hope that this reading was helpful in any way. You know, I post a lot of readings, maybe not as much lately, but you know, I always tend to post a lot. And I feel like every single moment that we spend here together, regardless of the tarot, regardless of the cards or the messages, is a space of community nonetheless. So there's always something to be taken out of every reading, in my opinion. What I wanted to say was check out the forecasts, the 2023 forecasts. And hopefully, if that resonates with you, we get to have a session. And I will be sending that video, 1 hour, the breakdown of every single month of 2023 for you and how life is going to be unfolding. Let's take a peek. Let's see if this year is the year in which that is going to happen or the year in which that finally is not going to happen. Let's see. I love you guys. Thank you so much for giving me a space to be goofy and to, you know, be myself and have trouble speaking or thinking or whatever. and being polite and kind and sweet and funny with me. So thank you. Bye, you guys.